Hi there. In today's lecture, we'll be taking a look at the common errors that happen while working with formulas in Excel and how to fix them. The first error that we'll be looking at today is the hashtag error. So this occurs when the data you have entered in a cell is longer than the width of the cell. We'll take an example here. So we are typing in content that is longer than the width of the cell. And Excel would rather choose to not show the data than show you partial data. If partial data is shown, there's a chance that we could look at the data, which is wrong, since it is partially shown, and make assumptions. So Excel would, by default, choose to show no data rather than partial data. The fix for this is pretty simple. You just need to extend the width of the column, and the number will come into view. The second error that we are looking at will be the hashtag name question mark error. So this error arises when there's a typo error while typing the formula. In most cases, we use the tab function to select the formula. We type the formula partially, we click on tab. However, this error occurs when we try to enter the formula completely by ourselves instead of using the tab function. So let's look at an example. So here we have three numbers and we're going to look at getting the sum as an output using the sum function. You see, I get the output fine. However, while entering the data, let's say I miss to add the m at the point. So when you have a typographical error in the function, name of the function, you get the hashtag name question mark error. So in such cases, you need to go back to the formula and check the syntax of the formula and the spelling. So change it back and it's sorted out. The third error that we're looking at today is the hashtag divide by 0. So this error happens when you try to divide a number by 0 or by a blank cell. So let's have data in one column and the other data column can be left blank. So it's equal to column E4 divided by column F4, which will give you this hashtag divide by 0. In case you had the number 0 here instead of nothing, the result would remain the same. So when this error occurs, you need to understand that you're trying to divide a number or quantity by a cell that has nothing or 0. So you need to revisit and ensure that the data is captured properly. Hashtag reference exclamation. So this error occurs when the formula has a reference to a cell that no longer exists. So we'll again use the sum function here as an example. Is equal to sum of G5, H5, I5. So now the sum of these three columns is 12. Now, if you go ahead and delete 4 here, you will not have an error since you have just merely deleted the content of the cell instead of the column. So if you go ahead and delete this column, you have a hashtag reference error. So here you're referring to a column that no longer exists. So in this case, you can go back to the formula and revisit the arguments in the formula and then take it forward, correct it. The last error that we're looking at today in this video is the hashtag value exclamation error. So this error generally happens when you use text or a number formula for a number or a text form data. So you use a text formula or a number formula and text. That is when this error happens. For example, let's say I have excellent here and I have a number here. So you go ahead and try to divide F6 by G6 and you get this error. So what needs to be done when you get this error is go back to the formula and look at the different arguments in the syntax to see whether they are all of the same type or they are of different types. Well, in summary, we looked at the different common errors that happen while working with Excel and how to fix them. That's it for this lecture. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for your time. And let us know your feedback in the comment section on what can be improved and what went well. Thank you.